Okay, I just filmed for 10 days straight and look at the state of my place. This is my get ready in the morning counter. Don't tell my boyfriend about this, okay? I'm exhausted. Good morning, my beautiful and lovely friends. Just popping on for one more video before we start our New Year's challenges. If you guys have been around for a while, you know I occasionally do these 30-day or 6-week or 8-week or 12-week challenges. It just helps me reset, and I show up every day for you guys and we complete our goals together. I think it's just a nice reset to do it at the beginning of the year. So I'm gonna follow my Christmas Squish program. It's a 6-week program just to kind of get toned up and get back into shape. I also have surgery on January 6th, so I want to get my body in good health before I get surgery, and then I will rest for a couple weeks during my recovery, but I will complete some of my goals. So today I just wanted to remind you guys that my programs are 50% off and my beanies are 40% off. I've been making a ton of candy cane lane beanies, and if you've ordered one, it has been shipped out. Expect it in the next week. So I'm about to ship out the last of the beanie orders, and I decided to make myself a candy cane lane beanie because I actually don't own one myself. I made one a long time ago for photos, but I gifted it to someone on the road when I was traveling, so decided to make one for myself. They're so cute. But if you want your own, they're 40% off until the end of 2024, so go get them. I have about 20 more skeins of this yarn. So this right here and donations is how I afford to do Influencer the Musical. So if you want to support the channel and you want to get a really cute beanie, then go check out my website down below. So final couple days for you to get those if you're interested. But today I am just cleaning everything up, like doing a deep clean. I was doing Influencer the Musical for about 35 days straight. I took a little bit of a break when Andy was home and cleaned up and just kind of had a normal life for a week when he was home. But while he has been gone, I've been filming and editing like all day, every day. So it's been a little wild. It's been a little crazy. And it is the reason some of y'all call me a hoarder. I'll explain. So let's go back to a couple weeks ago when I was mid-filming, mid-chaos that is Influencer the Musical. Okay, I just filmed for 10 days straight and look at the state of my place. So I need to do a little disclaimer because some of y'all get your panties into a real tight twist when you see the state of the apartment and you say, poor Andy, boo-hoo, how can he live with her? Well, spoiler alert, I clean everything up by the time Andy gets home. So Andy is gone more than half the time. He's a pilot, so he travels for 7 to 10 days at a time, and then he's home for 6 to 7 days at a time. So when he's out of town, I just go wild with my project. The house becomes a staging area for my Influencer the Musical, and it doesn't affect anybody because I'm the only one home. And then I take a full day to clean everything up, so by the time Andy gets home and by the time his kids come over, it is clean. They don't know anything happened, except for if they watch it on the internet. So y'all can calm down. It's gonna be okay. Please do not have a cardiac moment over it. It's all okay. Everything that goes on in this household, Andy and I have communicated about, agreed on, and it's all good. You can sleep well tonight. It's all okay. But I am motivated right now to get it all cleaned up 100%. There are a ton of boxes still left in the garage. Don't worry about that. Andy and I have communicated about it. It's all good. He's cool with the state of the garage right now. We have a plan. We're grown-ass adults. We're in our 40s. We got it covered. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, thanks. Anyway, this is what my shed looks like right now, so have to get that all cleaned up. Once I'm done filming a character, I just throw it off to the side and then move to the next. When I'm filming, I only have a certain amount of hours of daylight and I need natural light to film. So that means I have like 10 to maybe 3:30 where I can film and have good enough light. It's a little harder to film in the winter, not gonna lie, because I need that natural light. So when I am filming, I'm not spending time cleaning. There's no possible way. When I'm done filming, I start editing, and I'm just so happy that Influencer the Musical is finished and I get to take a little breather. But today my focus is on cleaning everything up, including the house, making it livable and functionable. And I've learned a few things about where my props are that I'm gonna shift around to make it a little more easy and accessible. I truly do need like a PA and a wardrobe person and a video editor and a music producer and a filmographer and a makeup artist. I feel like I'm doing 20 people's jobs at once, so it is a lot. And yes, I do just throw stuff on the ground to move to the next character. It's the only way, literally the only way I was able to get Influencer the Musical done. Not joking, it was a 35-day process. I wake up, I write in the morning until I have daylight enough to film, and then when I run out of daylight for filming, I spend the evening editing, and it is a grueling process. If you haven't seen the new episode of Influencer the Musical, I would love if you would check it out. Just watch the whole thing and see if you like it. I know it's different. I've gotten several comments of people saying I have zero interest in Influencer the Musical, like absolute zero interest, and then they watch it through to the end and are saying that they absolutely love it. So if you haven't seen it, give it a chance. I know it's weird. I know it's out there. It's like if a Disney princess mated with Napoleon Dynamite and then they were part of a South Park episode. I feel like it's kind of that kind of vibe. And then add music to it. It's different. I know it's very different, and it's so much fun, and it is so me. And thank you guys for all the sweet comments on it. There's been an overwhelmingly amount of positive support, so I appreciate it. But anyway, let's go back to me showing you how incredibly dirty the house gets when I'm filming. This is my get ready in the morning counter. Here's my closet. I put my hamper in here so I can set my computer on top of it and watch what I edited the night before and kind of write while I'm getting ready. Here's the bedroom. I was using that to cover the back. I don't know. There's a lamp, clothing, costumes, clothing, wigs. So many wig options. I wasn't sure if I was gonna wear my Michael Jackson jacket. We decided no on that for this episode. So that's the bedroom. And then we come in here and we have the kitchen. These are props. These are props. So I'm keeping those. I'm gonna dump out the popcorn, but keep the bag. Something I didn't get filmed in time, so I have to put those away. Kitchen's just a disaster. I'm also making 30 beanies. So I've been stitching. Here's some cloves because I was filming and the cloves dropped on the floor. And then what we have in here is a bunch of boxes. And then this is where I had all my staging area stuff. I have my wigs in those baskets, and then I threw it all on the floor. It was organized on the couch in piles, but then I threw it all on the floor so I could film a scene for Hoarder, and now I have to clean that all up. Yep. Here are some empty boxes I wrapped for a scene. Here is a prop that I'm keeping because I might need to reuse it for filming. I have to keep that in the prop pile. And then I have a bunch of empty boxes and papers and stuff that I saved so I could throw it on top in the living room to make it extremely hoardery. Here is my presents wig. I need to put that away. I had to go through my yarn and find the correct yarn for beanies. I can't imagine why I would be exhausted. No, but it's been 10 days straight of filming, and there's like from 9 or 10 a.m. to about 3 or 4 where I have enough natural light and daylight to film, and then I have to edit together what I filmed, and then once I do that for a few hours, I go into the she shed and I record vocals and the music for the show. So it's been 10 full days. Like, not joking, I've been pulling like 16 to 18 hour days. Not because I'm trying to be a hero, but because I want to get this up before Christmas. And then Andy comes home tonight, so I don't want to film while he's here because of, well, this. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm almost done. I have one more scene to shoot tomorrow in the shed. So I have to get my Santa baby outfits gathered. I'm gonna hang them on this. Any outfits I need to use still hang on here. So Tough Love needs to go on here. The Santa babies, Dumb Blonde, Christmas Spectacular, and what else? And I have a character called Blues. I need to get all of her stuff put on a hanger and find her shoes and all that stuff. So quite a bit of cleaning to do tonight. So first thing I'm gonna go through and get all the garbage cleaned up, do the dishes, clean up the bathroom, and then this stuff I throw in boxes and it goes back in the shed and in the garage. So I'll show you when I'm finished. So I cleaned up the whole house. Andy came home. I had a few things I had to put away the next day. And then it was Christmas Eve, and then it was Christmas. And then I showed you the living room just to prove to you that it is clean when Andy is home. So yeah, don't worry. It's all good. Andy and I, we've got it. We've got it handled. Thank you so much for your concern. By the way, when Andy isn't home, this is what the living room looks like. Tough love! And when Andy is home, this is what the living room
Her
looks
hair
like.
sticks to my beard? What?
Yeah.
You look so cute.
Thanks. This is what the living room looks like. It's a little messy because we just did Christmas, but your grill.
Did you show 'em my barbecue?
I got 2 barbecue. Christmas barbecue. Woo, so exciting. Now, there are very genuine reasons to be concerned when there's a lot of clutter. Like if you go through trauma, it is very typical that you surround yourself with clutter, and being surrounded in clutter can make you depressed and feel low and can make it hard to function, quite honestly. And it is hard to function. But I don't know how to do Influencer the Musical, like actually get it done, aka it would not have gotten done had I spent an hour every day cleaning. It absolutely would not be done right now. So I couldn't put the costumes away every night and then get them back out to film the next day. I just threw them on the bed, there they were, and then film the next day is the only way I can possibly get it done as a one-woman show. So you can call me a hoarder. That is totally cool. It inspired a character for the next Influencer the Musical episode. Okay, for this shot, I took everything I've been using for filming and threw it in these piles because I'm filming a scene for Hoarder. I'm gonna put out a towel because I'm going to set my pizza right here. I bought this pizza a week ago and just kept it in the fridge so it's nice and stale and hard. Pretty nasty. So I'm gonna hide under all this stuff and then pop out and be like, hey, tough love. Where's my hat? I have a crazy hat. Where is it? So it'll just kind of look like no one's under there, and then I'll pop out and it'll be funny, right? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just delirious. But you know what? We're having fun with it. I'm gonna pop out right about here. Will you be able to see me if I pop up right here? I hope so. I'm gonna try and get this all in one shot. Tough love! I feel like it'll be funny. We'll have the feet poking out the end. Cover them up like so. Tough love. I'm not seeing any holiday decor necessarily. Don't tell my boyfriend about this, okay? Andy gets home tonight, so I have to clean all this up. But I wanted to wait till I was done filming every other character because this one's gonna be the messiest, and then I always clean right before he gets home so he doesn't have to deal with any of these shenanigans. Okay. You think Carl can satisfy me like this popcorn can? Yeah, girlfriend, I think not. Who needs human connection when I got this here fur jacket? It's like a warm hug from baby Jesus himself. Okay, I'm just going to clean up real quick. But this is seriously what the living room looks like. It was more organized while I was filming, but just for that scene, holy moly, this is insanity. So I'm gonna start cleaning. And a lot of you are worried that Andy is home during filming, and he's not. He's been gone the last 10 days, and I have done 16-hour days, 10 days of filming. I'm exhausted, but I almost got it all done. Influencer the Musical goes up on the 23rd, so yay. So thank you so much for those of you calling me a hoarder. It did inspire a character. And let's just say I am a hoarder, and my place is messy not because I'm filming a one-woman musical production, but it is because I am surrounding myself with stuff because of trauma. Do you think that shaming a person and being rude and inconsiderate is a productive and kind thing to do to someone who is dealing with and experiencing massive trauma? I'm just curious. I'm curious. I know what I'm doing. I know why I own the stuff that I own, and I am willing to organize it and clean up the house before my boyfriend gets home so we can have a normal existence. And then when he's gone, I can deal with the chaos in order to do what I absolutely love so much, which is Influencer the Musical, creating videos for you guys, creating music. It is something I'm so passionate about. And I'm trying to manifest a video editor, a PA who can help with the cleaning, picking out outfits, and making sure everything goes smoothly. But until then, I'm just one person, and I'm literally doing the job of 20 people, and producing this thing is a massive project. So yes, it does get messy. No, I don't have any shame around that. And yes, I do respect the people I live with and clean it up in order for them to function. So today I am finishing the final cleaning of the garage because I've had boxes stacked in there for a while now, and I finally have some downtime now that I'm not doing influencer. Andy has been super patient with me on that, and he is 100% okay with the boxes in the garage. So don't worry. He has insisted that it's fine, and he has consistently reiterated that it's fine. But for me, now that I'm done with influencer, it is time to get that all unpacked, settled. I'll take some stuff to storage. I will be selling some things. I will be donating some other things, and I want to get it all done before New Year's Eve. So that's what I'm doing today. But I also want to go over my goals with you guys for the next 6 weeks. I might turn it into a 12-week challenge, but daily videos are a lot of work. So I'm going to see how January goes. If you guys are liking the dailies, then we'll continue with that. But you don't have to want to work out to be a part of the challenge. Basically what it is we set goals and we show up for each other every day and complete them together and cheer each other on. I just want to be your accountability partner, and it helps me stick to my goals too. So my goals are to get 10,000 steps in a day, to write in my journal, and to kind of sit and manifest and write about the things that I want and things that I'm grateful for. Just give myself a big positivity bomb first thing in the morning. So 10,000 steps, write in my journal, do Christmas Squish, which is the program I'm following. It's an at-home one. It has funny dialogue, and I just kind of want to listen to it and see if I had any ideas from Christmas Squish that I'll use in future Influencer, the musical episodes, because I put in some like funny punny stuff, and it's over the top and it's a little bit cringy, but also some of it's funny. So I'm going to listen to that while I'm working out and see if I get any ideas. Once I get my surgery, I'm obviously not going to be working out. I'll put a pause on that, but I'll still be doing my journal writing. I'll still be walking, probably not 10,000 steps, but I'll go with you through the process. We can't do 100% of our goals 100% of the time. You know, life happens. So I'll just adjust in real time, and you guys might have to adjust at certain times as well during the next 12 weeks. Or 6 weeks, whatever program you want to sign up for. I have a program called Curve and Chisel. It's an at-home program. It includes follow-along videos, but I also have a 12-week challenge that has both at-home workouts and in-gym workouts, but it doesn't have any follow-along videos. It's just the exercise kind of shown to you, and then you follow it. But it's a full 12-week challenge. The Christmas Squish is fun though. I want to try it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. My 4th goal is to do a short every day. So I've been doing Influencer the Musical, but I want to turn some of those into shorter clips, and I want to create new shorter clips and see if I can get some TikTok and Instagram reels going. So if you don't follow me over on Instagram and TikTok, it's just Montana Danna. So those are my 4 big goals. And then number 5, I want to eat clean. So for me, eating clean looks like keto most of the time. And then I have some high carb days mixed in there, but it's always whole grain, healthy carbs. That makes my body run and function the best that it ever has. And I feel fit, I feel healthy, and I have a lot of energy doing that. So I'm going to get back on that train. I've been eating a lot of, grandma's fudge, which has been amazing. And I've been eating a lot of just whatever is available, but I want to get back into eating clean, especially before my surgery. I want, a good cleanse before I go under the knife. So yeah, I hope you guys will join me. I might come up with a 6th goal. It could be cold plunging or red light therapy, but I don't want to do too many goals where I feel completely overwhelmed. So if you're going to join me, let me know. Get your programs, they're 50% off, and let me know in the comments what your goals are. Even if it's just one goal, which is to walk 2,000 more steps a day. No matter what age or level of fitness you are right now, we can always do something to improve our lives just a little bit. So whether it's praying before bed every night in January or taking your dog out for an extra walk every day, find a goal or a few goals that push you out of your comfort zone but don't overwhelm you. I think that's the sweet spot. So I feel like if I add a 6th goal, sometimes it's too overwhelming where I feel like it's a chore. But I feel like the walking, journal writing, just like the tried and true stuff of a healthy morning routine. But I'm going to show up and do it with you guys. So I hope you will join me. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year and get to celebrate it and bring in 2025 with friends and loved ones. And I hope you have a really beautiful and wonderful 2025. Hope you'll be joining me for daily videos, and we'll see you on January 1st for day number 1 of our 6-week challenges.